friends, it's Dee, and right now I am in Baltimore, Maryland. I am in town for a summit called Fight for Our Future with Generation Progress, and I'm super pumped about it. This is my first time coming to their summit, and I just got in town from Boston, from Harvard, and if you go over to the video that is popping up right here, you'll be able to see a bit of my experience in Boston, in Cambridge. And so, yeah, be sure to check out like my Facebook channel, my YouTube channel, my Instagram to stay glued with me as we learn together. And here are a few clips from this part of our trip thus far.
We want you to, again, build a community here, build your network, build your relationships, build this coalition.
So we as the community know exactly what we need and how to make that a part of the solution to preventing gun violence is really important. So having trauma-informed care, because we often forget about the people who survive gun violence and that they need supportive services afterwards. And as I hear these stories and I'm taking part of it, I'm realizing how triggering it is, and we have to continue to provide support.
So August 9th, 2014, my son, King, turned 1. But that's also the day that Michael Brown was killed. And so I made a decision to go out to the streets. Before that, I'd never been an activist. I never considered myself a protester, organizer, none of that. Realistically, I didn't even know why I went out there. So I went out there, I was angry, I was upset, but I saw something in Missouri and St. Louis and Ferguson that I hadn't seen in my city or in my community. I saw a sense of unity with a bunch of people that didn't look like me. A bunch of people didn't necessarily come from where I come from or see things the way I see it. But our common denominator was we were all upset. We were sad, we were mad. And a lot of people don't know, we were in Ferguson 400 days straight. So when the cameras left and everybody thought everything was better, like we were still out there.
Today has been super dope. I'm on my way to the open mic night that is at the capstone of today's whole experience. That's all I can really call it, is an experience with Generation Progress. I even got to record a video on their Twitter with a message that I would give to the NRA. Here it is. Check this out. I think the thing that the NRA needs to know about our generation is that we are more resilient and more energized than ever, and we will not stop until we can feel that our schools, our safe spaces, our malls, our public spaces, our churches are all safe from gun violence. And if that means that we have to run for office, if that means that we have to mobilize in new ways, we will do whatever it takes, because we all recognize that this is an urgent issue, and since they refuse to, then we're going to do something about it. And afterwards, some people have already started tweeting stuff about it, but I feel very convicted in my thoughts around that our generation is going to be the generation that dismantles gun violence in the United States. We are dying from gun violence way more than we're dying from vehicular accidents, like motor accidents and stuff. And I remember when I was in high school how so many parents were freaking out because teenagers were driving while texting. They were dying on prom night, on graduation night, and people really wanted to enact policies. And now that we as young people have siblings, have friends, have relatives who are dying at such great rates from mass shootings, from police brutality, from stray bullets, from gang violence, from neighborhood and domestic violence, all of these issues dealing with guns, I really do feel like we have the power, we have the energy, and we have the determination to get this shit right. And I'm excited, like I'm fired up, because there are some young folks who've really been through some stuff, and they are just speaking a word to our lives, and we're mobilizing, like we're strategizing, we're getting our hearts and our minds aligned, and That excites me. I'm gonna end this day by hanging out with everyone and going out and exploring the inner harbor and stuff here in Baltimore. But as always, like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave in the comments below what message would you give elders about gun violence to help decrease the amount of people, young people, families that are being torn apart by all the different ways that gun violence shows up in community. Let me know. Let's have a conversation in the comments. And until next time, I'll see you.